There we go, you got it. Yes.
Mike Tyson just ripped off the Legend label and swapped it for Clown, and trust me, I'm not exaggerating if you haven't heard yet, the man was caught partying with Jake Paul at Donald Trump's inauguration. Yes, that Jake Paul, the one he supposedly hated, remember when he said,
I think I'm gonna have to handle this situation. Gonna knock him out? I think I'm gonna hurt him, yeah.
Now, fans like us are left to pick up the pieces of our shattered trust. Tyson and Paul spent the whole last year pretending to have a rivalry, playing with our emotions like puppets, only to pull this stunt. The clip of Jake lifting Tyson onto his shoulders like he's his best buddy? That thing broke the internet, and not in a good way. Tagging him as his best friend on Instagram? Please, the betrayal runs deep, and the more I think about it, the more their motives stink. Tyson and Paul have officially earned the title of Scammers of the Decade, and we fans, we're left traumatized for life. What do you get when a boxing legend throws punches with a YouTube troll, and they top it off at a circus hosted by Donald Trump? The biggest joke of the century. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, and Trump in the same room doesn't feel like a headline. It feels more like the setup to a terrible joke no one wants to hear.
Your little elf. Mike Tyson, I thought that was a cute slap, buddy, but tomorrow you're getting knocked the f out. I'm It's personal now. It's personal now.
Let's break down this mess and see how Tyson and Paul turned the sweet science of boxing into a bad Netflix comedy. Here's how it all went down. A so-called boxing match between Tyson, who once struck fear into the hearts of opponents, and Jake Paul, a guy whose most dangerous weapon is his Wi-Fi connection. They squared off at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, a venue that's hosted real legends, but here it felt more like a reality TV set. The result? Paul, the walking YouTube comment section, somehow walked away with a unanimous decision over Tyson, who spent more time looking confused than actually throwing punches. Yeah, that sounds totally legit.
People claiming that it was rigged because many people bet a lot of money and they lost a lot of money.
Tyson, bless his heart, entered the fight talking tough.
One reason only, and that is the money. He's getting paid so much money to do this. So that tells me he's getting bought. So again, it is sad that someone like Mike Tyson...
I'm going to hurt this young man, bold words, for someone who spent the match getting jabbed by a guy who built his career yelling about pranks into a camera. And Paul? He promised to knock out Tyson, because apparently, delusion is his secret weapon. The whole thing felt like two middle school kids arguing in gym class, except this time, millions of dollars were on the line.
Paul Mike Tyson fight.
Interesting. Script.
How so? What do you mean by
It's just
script?
weird. It just...
Like
Mike-
scripted in what way?
No, I don't know. I actually really like Jake Paul. It just seems so... It's odd, bro.
Timing, the timing.
I mean,
He
it's
fights
obviously
two-
odd.
No, he fights two no-names, beats him both.
Then came the weigh-in, the pinnacle of absurdity. Paul accidentally stepped on Tyson's foot, earning a slap so half-hearted it looked like it was choreographed by a high school drama teacher.
I'm gonna have to handle this situation. You gonna knock him out? I think I'm gonna hurt him, yeah.
Tyson's legendary death stare made a brief appearance, but Paul's profanity-laced meltdown stole the show. It was like watching a toddler throw a tantrum at Target. By the time the bell rang for the fight, everyone knew this wasn't about boxing. It was about who could put on the best performance in this circus act.
Acts have spoken. Fight was scripted. Everyone is talking about this on X, and the script was actually leaked on X. Few did.
But wait, it gets worse. After this epic battle, where do these supposed mortal enemies head? To Trump's inauguration party, of course, because nothing says credible athlete like partying at a political rally turned frat party. Tyson and Paul were spotted laughing, clinking glasses, and posing for Instagram like long-lost best friends. The best part? A photo of Jake Paul lifting Tyson onto his shoulders like some kind of victorious gladiator. Tyson, fist raised, looked less like a heavyweight champion and more like a dad embarrassing himself at a family BBQ. And Paul, never missing an opportunity for clout, captioned the photo "Best Friends" and tagged Tyson. Of course, because nothing says, "We just had a brutal fight," like acting like frat bros at a Washington shindig. It's almost impressive how quickly they went from "I hate you" to "let's hang out." The bad blood? It was faker than Paul's boxing credentials.